Behind the glitz, glamour, and grandeur of the legendary Ferrari team, the company has reportedly taken a bold but controversial step that directly impacts Lewis Hamilton's future. This decision has shaken the team internally and sparked speculation. Among Formula One fans and observers worldwide, the question now is, what is really happening at the Maranello headquarters? Let's discuss it. The 2025 season, initially promoted as a dream come true for Hamilton, has turned into a season filled with tension and uncertainty. The seven-time world champion, who arrived with superstar status and high expectations, has instead had to navigate an unsatisfactory first half of the season, according to Ralf Schumacher, a former Formula One driver and keen observer of the racing world. Hamilton's situation at Ferrari is at a dangerous crossroads. Behind the diplomatic smiles displayed in front of the cameras, Ferrari has reportedly made a strategic decision that could alter Hamilton's future, one that cements Charles Leclerc's position as the team's key player. The 2025 Hungarian Grand Prix starkly illustrated Hamilton's declining performance. Starting from mid-grid, he finished 12th and left the paddock with a dejected expression. During his post-race interview, he called himself useless and hinted that Ferrari might need a driver change, which came as a shock to many. Those words were like a ticking time bomb in the media. Speculation swirled rapidly, ranging from rumors of an early retirement to allegations of a rift with team management. Nevertheless, Schumacher was confident that Hamilton would not leave Ferrari before his contract expires in 2026. Ferrari has clearly heard the rumors, but they are also fully aware of the situation's complexities, Schumacher told Bild. For Hamilton, it's not just about the car, it's about who the team prioritizes. Sources inside Ferrari revealed that from the beginning of the SF25's development, the design philosophy was subtly but consistently geared toward accommodating Charles Leclerc's unique driving style. This was no accident, but rather the result of technical meetings and evaluations of simulator data, demonstrating Leclerc's ability to maximize a car's potential with certain characteristics. The SF25 was designed to excel on straightaways, thanks to its aerodynamic efficiency, which propels it forward like a bullet. However, it has an aggressive, almost wild nature when entering corners. Drivers must have complete trust in tire grip and incredible patience to control sudden oversteer. This combination feels natural and exciting for Leclerc, but becomes a hidden trap for Lewis Hamilton. Ralf Schumacher bluntly stated that Hamilton feels like he's fighting his own car on every lap. His habit of relying on a smooth, precise driving style has caused him to lose his rhythm in a car that requires constant aggression. The statistics are undeniable throughout this season. Leclerc has a commanding 24-8 lead in all competitive sessions, from qualifying to the full race. Leclerc has secured 5 podium finishes, while Hamilton has yet to celebrate a victory for a 7-time world champion. These numbers are more than just a poor showing in the standings. They are a stark warning that his position at Ferrari is in jeopardy to the public. Hamilton appears to be a legend trapped in a team that no longer adapts to him. To the engineers, he was an unpredictable factor in the SF25's winning formula. Hamilton did attempt to play a significant behind-the-scenes role, leveraging his extensive experience to alter the Ferrari project's course. He submitted a technical report, hundreds of pages long, containing detailed analyses and recommendations for changes, ranging from suspension settings and aerodynamic package optimizations to improvements to the operational structure of the pit wall, which he deemed inefficient. The report was compiled with engineer-level detail and included telemetry data, CFD simulations, and comparisons of strategies from other top teams. However, according to internal leaks circulating in the paddock, most of these recommendations were not implemented. Some sources say that Hamilton's document was only briefly glanced at before being filed away as if it were an interesting idea, but not relevant to Ferrari's short-term priorities. Ralf Schumacher proposed a more provocative theory. The decision to prioritize Charles Leclerc was made before the start of the 2025 season. Hamilton may have been too old to adapt to the car's characteristics, or Ferrari may have been unwilling to sacrifice the stability it had built with Leclerc, Schumacher said. Schumacher argued that this bias was evident in the distribution of technical resources and strategic support at the start of the season, which favored Leclerc. For Hamilton, this situation was bitter irony. Having arrived at Maranello with legendary status and hopes of being the centerpiece of a championship project, he now found himself reduced to a supporting role in a title fight in which he should have been the star. The atmosphere within Ferrari began to change slowly but surely. Several key figures within the team began to doubt whether Hamilton still had the capacity and energy to turn around the increasingly difficult situation. Despite his experience and reputation as a 7-time world champion, his performance on the track hasn't shown the expected resurgence. While some view his courage to publicly criticize the team as a sign of honesty and leadership, others see it as potentially damaging to collective morale. In the world of Ferrari, with its rich history and internal intrigue, every word spoken in front of the media can have a significant impact. At Ferrari, politics are as important as speed, said an insider who asked not to be named. If you criticize too often in public, sooner or later, doors will start to close. Here, closed doors are very difficult to reopen. The dynamics within the garage are increasingly apparent. Charles Leclerc, the young star and face of Ferrari's future, receives intense attention from the lead engineers. Meanwhile, Hamilton is often seen alone with his small group of loyal engineers, a mini-team, trying to tweak every detail to revive his chances. A tense atmosphere often pervades the work area. The two drivers rarely interact, except when required to attend official briefings or media sessions. The smiles they share for the cameras seem more like a formality than the warmth of teammates. Ferrari has never explicitly designated Leclerc as its #1 driver. However, the subtle signs that emerged seem to be a secret language understood only by those familiar with Paddock politics, who received component updates first, who had the most flexible strategy during races, and who often became the focus of radio communications at crucial moments. All of this painted a clear picture. For Hamilton, this wasn't just a battle against a rival on the track. It was a silent war within the team. The second half of the 2025 season was a pivotal moment in Lewis Hamilton's time with Ferrari. Each race would now be about more than just scoring points. It would also be about his reputation and position within the team. The pressure from the public, the media, and even within Ferrari was mounting. If Hamilton failed to rediscover his rhythm and adapt to the unbeatable characteristics of the SF25, the prospect of being second in command, though never officially acknowledged, would haunt him for the rest of his contract. However, his journey wasn't over yet. With new technical regulations set to take effect in the 2026 season, Hamilton has one key advantage: his immense track experience. He has the opportunity to transform Ferrari's project by masterminding a new generation of cars that could take the team back to the top. Will Ferrari give Hamilton the space to lead the project, or will they continue to let Leclerc be the face of their new era? Let us know your thoughts below.